It's Jack from B&T MacFarlane. Today we're going to take off the backhoe on a BX23s. The same principles will apply to any other backhoe from Kubota, except you'll just have 2 pins instead of their K-Connect, Quick Connect system back here. So we're going to get right into it immediately today. So the first step you're going to do is fire up the tractor. And what I like to do, I like to bring that revs right around to the 2,000 RPM range. And then all the work is going to be done at the back of the backhoe. So the first step, you're going to lower your stabilizer arms to about a couple of inches off the ground. You'll see some other videos, they'll have you put them right on the ground. I probably wouldn't recommend this. It's just because you want those there just to catch yourself in case anything goes wrong. So once you lower them both down, you are then going to extend your boom, curl the bucket. Oh, that's a good tip there. Make sure you take out the pin that's holding on the backhoe. And that has a handy holder right there. So the next step you're going to do is you're actually going to lower the lower boom arm into the ground, which will relieve the pressure off of the backhoe. So you're going to lower that into the ground nice and slowly until it's about there. And then you're going to slowly push that stick forwards, which will release the pressure off of the backhoe so that you're able to release those 2 pins. So right there, a little bit there, and then there's going to be 2 pins on either side. You're going to come around. It's just a silver pin, you pull it out, push it down, and then it'll lock into place. So now your backhoe is disconnected from the tractor, and you're going to take that same stick but pull it towards yourself, and you're going to see that the backhoe back here is going to curl away from the machine. So once you see the backhoe curl itself away from the machine, that's when you're going to use these stabilizer arms to pick the backhoe out of the saddles. So back there you're going to see orange. Anything that's orange is going to be part of the backhoe, and anything that's gray in color is going to be part of the tractor. So you're going to want to pick these up and kind of shimmy yourself out of the backhoe frame. So there you go. You can see the backhoe, it completely disconnected from the tractor. So now the next step is going to be disconnecting the hoses from the backhoe. So much like when disconnecting your loader, you're going to want to make sure to take the pressure completely out of these lines, because when you go to reconnect them, if there's any pressure built up inside of the backhoe lines, then it can be a real pain to put them back together. If you find that's hard to put those lines back together, then just take a little wrench and loosen one of these fittings until a little bit of pressure gets released. So back here, there's going to be flat face couplers, all flat face couplers, and then what you're going to do, you're just going to disconnect them. Just like that. So just like that. And there's going to be 2 of these couplers that are blue in color, and these 2 are going to stay on the side of the backhoe. And then you're going to have this one here that's down below, and it's red in color. So what you're going to do with this one, it's actually still on the tractor side. It's the only one that's going to stay on the tractor side. And think of your hydraulic system as a loop. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take that and then plug it back into the tractor. So you take it there, and now you've reconnected your hydraulics and you're free to drive away and hook up any 3-point hitch attachments or just use your loader like that. So we're going to put the backhoe back on the tractor. So the first thing you're going to do is drive the tractor up close enough to the backhoe in order to install it. And then you're going to hook your hydraulic lines back up from the backhoe to the tractor. You're going to go blue to blue and red to red. The blue ones, there's 1 male and 1 female, so they're pretty hard to mess up. So now you're going to start up the tractor. And right now, you're going to keep it at around 2,000 RPM. And then you're going to back up the tractor just a little bit more, just to make it a little bit easier for putting on that backhoe. again too, when you're putting on the backhoe, you just want to be mindful that you're not pinching any hoses or anything like that. So now you're going to use the stabilizer arms to lower the backhoe into the saddle. Sometimes there it does take a little bit of persuasion. So once you have it locked into that saddle, then what you're going to do is you're going to release the pressure on these C-clamps, which they already are. So once these clamps are open, what you're going to do is you're going to push the backhoe again down until you hear the 2 clips of those clamps sit onto those pins. So you're going to slowly push it up, and then we're going to hear 2 clicks. There we go. So there's 1. Sometimes if they don't click, you do have to come around and release it like that. So now that they're both installed, you're just going to double check it over here. There we go. So we got 1 click, but you're just going to double check to make sure that the block is sitting within that clamp on both sides. But other than that, now your backhoe's reattached to your tractor and you're free to use your tractor and backhoe as you would. So I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and if you needed help with parts, sales, or service, give us a call at 613-225-0555. Thank you.